Welcome back to another Glowmas video, everybody. So yes, as you guys can tell by the title, we're going to be talking about my first official holiday vendor market for my small business, Lumere, my handmade earrings. So if you guys are here, I don't know if you're a business owner, creative, or you're just following along on my first Vlogmas. Welcome to the vlog. Anyways, I'm glad to have you guys here. My name is Kelly. For those that are new, school is coming to an end. So we're going full force with small business and work and stuff in that nature. So if you guys are here for that, thank you for joining. We're going to get right into the video. You made it so obvious. So hey, welcome back to Glowmas. We're here at the 5th annual Makers Festival. I do have a booth. You guys already saw my booth a little bit, but I had to come out because I had a migraine. Yeah, so you guys already know it's Glowmas, it's Vlogmas, it's December, it's the end of the year, and this is the perfect time to reflect. So I thought I would just do a video on my first official artisan vendor market. It actually was a festival, but I just thought I would kind of do a recap of my first official experience there as a small business owner, a very small tiny business owner, because yeah, small business is up to like 7 million. It's a lot. It's interesting to see how many businesses are actually small business. So that means that my little business is a tiny business. But I just kind of wanted to give you guys a recap, and I'll show you guys clips of that vendor market and it just being my first one and just being nervous and just all my feelings around that. So if you guys haven't seen those videos, check that out. I am doing Vlogmas out of order. It is what it is. I don't know when y'all getting this video. It might be before or after that video. So it's probably after that video, so go check that out. I talk about my feelings leading up to it and all that stuff, but in this video I just want to kind of quickly share with you guys my experience, and then I'm going to do another video about like the results and like how I'm moving forward after this year going into 26. So I guess I would just kind of start with the environment. So the environment was extremely intimidating. I was like, what have I gotten myself into? And it wasn't like the people were intimidating. Everybody was like in their own like world, getting prepared for their setups and stuff like that. So it wasn't like the people were intimidated. And I'm in the South, so people like that are not like that at all. It was very friendly, very organized, all of that. It's just my personal feelings and thoughts. I was like, my gosh, why did I sign up for this? Like, why? I was very negative going into it. I mean, I woke up. So this is the thing, y'all. When you're preparing for this type of thing or anything that requires like a new outlook or a transition from what you're probably like used to, you're gonna have those initial feelings of doubt and anticipation. Like, that's just normal. But with me, like, I literally go overboard with it, and like I don't get sleep. Like, I could not sleep. And so as a result, I would say that is what caused me to kind of just be out of it in a sense. Like, I barely got any sleep. And if you know anything about me, like, if you didn't know, I need sleep to function properly. So I say all that to say I was running on like 3 or 4 hours of sleep, and I kind of just kicked myself into overdrive. And you can't really work like that. You really have to you have to do the things that replenish you to work at your highest self. So I was kind of like ready for it to be over. I was ready for it to be over and go home. And it's like, at the end of the day, I think I did good for my first time. But yeah, I'll just show you guys. Like, I started to set up, like, once I realized where I was and what I was doing, I started to set up. And yeah, I'll let y'all see what I was doing, but tell me what y'all think about my setup. And I got some pennies, and I got some, what is this again? Donut. So yeah, this is the festival. I'm going to give you guys like a mini tour of my booth once I get back down there. So stay tuned. yeah, I definitely I heavily suggest, like, if you guys have a market or have a booth or a vendor and you vend and stuff of that nature and you're at a festival like I was at, definitely would advise and recommend to walk around. I got to see other people's booths. And so where I was sitting, I was like at the beginning of the festival. Once you got to that midsection, it was popping. Okay, you have the experienced vendors, and then going into the like the food trucks and stuff of that nature. So I got to see like how people set up and how they interact with their customers. It was a mix of how they interacted with their customers. So you had the people that were at the front, very engaging. You had people that probably are more like present online, and they had already had customers knowing that they would be there to get their stuff. And then you had the people that was chill behind their tables, cold. It was very cold. But yeah, like, it was really good to get out there and make purchases with other vendors and just kind of see, like, just kind of, get my feet wet and kind of just peep the scene and vibe. So yeah, but yeah, it was super insightful. I think that I'm going to do a reflection video, so I'm not trying to go too much into this video. It's just, I did have thoughts like, why did I wait to the end of the year for the big, like, one of their biggest events to sign up? Like, there's little events throughout the year that you can sign up and kind of get your feet wet. Like, this costs money, and then people don't know me. I'm a new vendor, stuff of that nature. So it's a lot that I kind of probably would have done differently. But all in all, I have another vendor market this upcoming week, and I have to prepare for that too. So I'm super nervous for that, but I feel more at ease and comfortable where I can kind of focus and get my rest. It's at the end of the day, so I can sleep in, and just kind of get myself prepped for that. And then I want to do a couple of different things to get people engaged and really understand my product a little bit better, and just kind of guide them through the purchasing process. Because I don't know, this time people were just looking at my stuff like it was some people were looking at it like it was like they were in a museum, and like my pieces were artwork, and I felt super flattered and excited for that. But they're earrings and they're for purchase, and I love them. A lot of them, so it just depends. And I'll show y'all a video if y'all want to see a video of like my earring process or making my earrings, if y'all want to see that. But yeah, that is how I'm feeling after my first vendor market. So yeah, if you guys want to know anything else about these vendor markets or small business things and tips or whatever, just let me know. I'm going to do more videos on this topic for my small business, for my YouTube channel, and I'm super excited because it's a whole new world than just being strictly online. And I'm getting to see like my business in like full action, like in front of my eyes. And it's an amazing feeling because before it's just kind of like you kind of just throw things out there on the internet and hopefully it sticks. But when it's right there in your face and people are in your face, and you get to see people's expressions. And there was one pair of earrings people kept picking up. I'm like, what is it about those earrings? They keep picking that one pair of earrings up. And you just get to notice like who stops by and all the different types of demographics. And it's very interesting. So I do want to make more videos on this. And yeah, I definitely feel like I'm going to be expressing and like just sharing more with y'all for sure. Because this is a journey. And I had a conversation with the lady across from me. She was she was a sister. It was two sisters across the street from me, and there was a coffee shop beside us, and then there was a artist on the left. She was super sweet. But yeah, I had a conversation with the lady across the way, and I learned so much. I had so many notes just hearing her experience and her telling me like how it is around the area. And yeah, I'm really hopeful, and I know it's going to get better. It's going to lead me to where I need to be, and I feel so in alignment with everything that's happening. So yeah, this is just me growing and maturing in business, in my life. If you guys have a business or know somebody with a business, you have to be understanding, because it is a long journey, personal journey, and you really have to be molded into who you need to be, when you need to be, and what you need to be for the business at hand, even if it changes or transforms into something else or another type of business in the future. You have to do the self work and personal work. I am going to go ahead and get off this call because I have things to do, like rest and replenish. My week is Sunday, December the 7th, and we have work tomorrow. We have one last week of school, and I just have to go. I have to make errands. I gotta do all that stuff. So I'm gonna get off this phone. Thank you guys. I've had a great time just catching up with you guys, and yeah, we're gonna talk soon. Hopefully you guys like this video. Give me a like, comment, and I'll see you guys in my next video.